This is where we stray from the beaten track off into the wood to our semi-secret location. Right, well, welcome to Show Us Your Brew, and this is going to be something along a military lines brew, and I've got my NATO standard Crusader equipment here. But with, if I've got it, I have got it, I hope, my old style hexamine cooker, because I'm using this opportunity to use a few old things up. Including some old compo rations. My fingers are getting a little bit useless. I should have brought some fingerless gloves. So we're going to get straight into it. So I've got a little fire pit here, built out of bricks. And there's bricks strewn all around because this is the site of an old brickworks. I've got one old hexamine block to use up and some of the American trioxide tablets. fire kit with us. There'll be no messing about. I'll use the lighter if it works, because there is a bit of a wind blowing. Best thing to do when you're starting a fire is to get some sort of substantial flame going and work from there. So once you've got a flame going, will you get out of it? I like to bring a few elastic bands with me because they're a good fire source, sustainer. And you probably can't see the state of that, but it looks as though it's been evaporating away. The boxes are waxed as well, so they'll all burn, but I'll save a bit. Right, we'll just let that catch and then we'll get the water on. I'm only putting as much water in as I'm going to need, allowing for a little evaporation. No, dog's heard something. There will be a lot of dog walkers about this time of day. It's dryness you want to keep warm, dryness. Oh, it's alright, she's standing guard. Right, so let's get a bit of a blaze on. These things, the dust and fumes off them can be quite toxic. And they are all way past their best, so we want to get rid of them. This will become my litter bag. Oh, I should have squeezed the stove in a little. I need 2 sticks to do that now. I'll put my gloves on and see if we can do it with that. There we go. Right, so this is a tag, and I was tagged by Kaatje. I'm not sure of the full title of her site, but I'll put that in the description. And it's just basically your brew. Shows your brew. And I've done something similar in the past with coffee, but ordinarily I do drink tea. And in these ration packs you get typhoon tea, although to be perfectly proper it would be Yorkshire tea, of course. And you get a creamer, which is the equivalent of the milk, and then you get sachets of sugar. And while I'm waiting for the kettle to boil, I might just have some raspberry sludge. There's one thing I notice about military ration packs. They're very, very high on vitamin C. And I don't want to get controversial or dragged into this virus business, but it is affecting us all. And so I am taking quite a bit of vitamin C and quite a bit of vitamin D at this time of year, because we don't get any sun in the northern hemisphere at this time of year. I should have spread that on biscuits really, but I haven't got any. So if I was making some traditional tea at home, which we drink a fair amount of, about 3 cups a day maybe, we tend not to now, just for quickness, but we'd pour the boiling water in a pot, in a teapot, with the tea bags in, and we'd let it stand for a short time. We don't like our tea too strong. And then we would pour that tea into a china cup and add milk and sugar and drink. And I'm just going to do a similar thing here. You do get a spoon of sorts in here as well. I've messed about with the contents of this a little bit. I've added the muesli out of the box and a cereal bar as well. And I've taken the tissues out to resupply the dog's first aid kit. That's nearly boiling now. It's boiling around the rim. She's standing guard just on the camp perimeter. She seems to know what things are about. Right, it is boiling now. Oh, was it boiling? It was making a lot of noise. Yeah, that's boiling. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to have my breakfast as well. So I'll just put a little more water in there. In fact, I'll put another one of these blocks on before it goes out. You might see from some of my past videos I have got a BCB stove, but I don't like the expense of the fuel blocks, and I have tried hand sanitizer gel, but there must be a bit of perfume or something in that. I'm just using these up because they're starting to go powdery, and the powder's not good for you. Right, so we just squish the tea bag a little bit just to put a bit of strength into it. Might be able to hear the hailstones hitting the poncho. You keep your eye on your dog. It's always telling you things. It's usually a load of rubbish, but she'll tell me if anybody's about. Oh. Right now, British Army rations are tremendously good, but the creamer, for me at least, doesn't always seem to work out too well. If I can, I'll carry a little tiny bottle of milk with me. There's about 4,000 calories in a British military ration pack, when your recommended daily intake is about 2,500, I think, for a male active. Right, the reason I'm boiling that water is because with me tea, and I've made me tea now, there's me tea, that's me brew, me cha. Nice and sweet. And now I've got for my breakfast fruit muesli with milk. Directions for use: add approximately 100 millilitres of water to sachet contents, mix well, allow to stand for approximately 1 minute before consuming, and then it goes on to tell you the ingredients. Jess, come here. Get under here, you daft dog. Get under here. You're gormless knitted, aren't you? Hey? Standing out there getting hailstoned on, aren't you? Hey? Stood getting hailstoned on. I have to cut it up. Watch your nostrils. You daft dog. Off there. Get out of it. Rabbit food. That's it, it's going out now. Right, we'll let it stand for a bit. So that was Shows You Brew then, and I was tagged by Kaatje Outdoors, I think it is. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm supposed to tag 3 people now, but really I'm going to leave it as an open tag. I might mention 3 people: Petra Outdoors, Kaz Outdoors, and just for the annoyance factor, Beercan Bushcraft. Whether you want to do it or not, it's entirely up to you. And anybody else who wants to just get outdoors, whatever the weather, and put a brew on. It is a bit more difficult than you think, but it gets easier as you practice these things. And especially as I have somewhere in this wood to come to, which is just a pile of bricks. But if I built a structure, it would get smashed down. If my bricks get smashed down, even if they go missing, I'll just go get some more. This is demolished. There was a brick factory here, long demolished. But there's thousands, if not millions, of bricks lying around. Anyway, I'll get me breakfast and then we'll be off. Josh, come here. Come here. Get out, eat. Good dog. Eat.